Example, what I want you to do is I want you to simplify this expression. What does simplify mean? What is this expression in shortest terms, as simple as possible? So we need to combine our like terms. So let's look at the first term, and I'm going to circle it. I have a 1x squared. Are there any other terms that can be combined with x squared? Any other like terms? Yeah. Good. Is it positive or negative? Positive. Good. Is there anything else that can go with x squared? No. So let's circle the next one. I have positive 2y. Are there any other terms that are like 2y? Anjali? A negative 2y. Good. Okay, and we have one other term in this expression. What is it? Positive 3. Can it go with anything? No. So we're going to rewrite this with all of the terms put together, okay? So we have 1x squared. Okay, so I've used that one just to make sure that I'm writing every term and not getting rid of some. I have a positive 4x squared. I know I can add those together because they're like terms. Then I have a positive 2y, a negative 2y, and then we have our positive 3. Okay, so I've rewritten all the terms just in a different order, just so that I can put all the like terms together. Now we can just simplify this. What's 1x squared plus 4x squared? 1 plus 4? 5x squared. What's 2y? Take away 2y. What's 2 take away 2? 2 take away 2? 0 y. We'll talk about that in a second. And then we have our plus 3, right? What's 0 times anything? 0. 0 times anything is just 0. So we actually have 5x squared plus nothing plus 3. Do I have to really write that plus nothing? No. So how can we simplify this in shortest form? 5x squared plus 3, exactly. Okay, so we went from having how many terms? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we shortened it to have 1, 2 terms. So we want to simplify this expression. The first part of this expression has brackets, right? Is there anything in front of the bracket? No. So we can just remove the brackets for the first part and rewrite this as 3x squared minus 4xy plus 6y squared. Technically, when you have brackets, okay, so I have plus, what number can I put in front of this bracket? 1, right? This says plus 1, let me use a different color, plus 1, and I need to distribute that over everything. Well, because it's a plus 1, is anything going to change? If you multiply anything by 1, does it change? No, so let's just rewrite it with no brackets. So it's going to be plus 6x squared, and then we have 1 times negative 8xy is still negative 8xy, and 1 times negative 3y squared is still negative 3y squared. So we're just removing the brackets when we're adding polynomials, okay? So here we are adding polynomials together. All we need to do is drop the brackets. No signs change. Now we need to combine our like terms. So let's just start with the first term. I have a 3x squared. What can be put together with 3x squared? Positive 6x squared. Any other x squared terms? Nope. Second term. Negative 4xy, right? You have to include the sign. What goes with negative 4xy, Jemima? Negative 8xy. Good. Last term, Michael. Positive 6y squared, negative 3y squared. Good. Let's rewrite this with our like terms grouped together. 3x squared plus 6x squared minus 4xy minus 8xy Okay, I've already used these, and I'm just left with my green terms, positive 6y squared and negative 3y squared. Well, we're adding or subtracting. Okay, that's why we have the symbol, the sign in front of it. So let's simplify this. 3x squared plus 6x squared. 9x squared. Okay, what about this part? We have negative 4xy take away 8xy. What's negative 4 take away 8? Negative 12. So negative 12xy, right? And then what's the last one, Trill? Positive 6y squared take away 3y squared is? Good. 6 take away 3 is 3. Is it positive 3 or negative 3? Positive 3. Y squared. Can we simplify this anymore? How many terms did we end up with? 1, 2, 3. And we want to check, are all of these terms unlike terms? They're all unlike, right? Which means we know we can't combine them. We can't combine anything together, so we're done. This is the simplest form.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.